What's good, gente? Thank you guys once again, like always, for tuning in. As you guys can see on the thumbnail and on the title, right? Yeah, this is the part two. This is where we keep it a little bit more raw. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that ain't really sensitive, homie. Most of my day oneers and the ones that are grown ups. I'll just say it like that. So, with that being said, as you guys can see on the thumbnail, Tres, did he know that the Norteños on the live were no good? Shit. Let's get into that, man. Because I know a lot of people play stupid, but let's be real about certain things. So with all that being said, man, before we get started on this video, I would highly appreciate, man, if you hit a like, subscribe, hit that follow, hit that notification bell if you haven't yet, right? So that you don't miss out on any video that gets dropped or when we go on the live. The lives lately have been doing good, but I still have to take them down. It just takes a little bit longer, I guess, for them to do all the reporting. So with that being said, man, let's get started on this video and let's actually get into this, man, because I know a lot of people got something to say, and I get it, man. Hey, some of those guys might be your favorite content creators, so I do apologize. But at the same time, this is the E.B.K family uncensored, and we just got to keep it raw, homie. So with all that being said, thank you guys once again for all the support, and let's get right into it. So as you guys seen on Conejo's profiles, and if you haven't, I do encourage you guys to go tune in, check it out. I did make a video while on Tres, where the Fools community were pretty much bringing up a couple of things. They had a pretty good interview. I actually do recommend you guys to tune in. Of course, I did get a couple clips that I did post on Conejo's profile, so you don't really have to look at the whole thing. You know, I'm not gonna have you guys look up through the whole thing, but it was actually a good interview, so I do recommend you guys to tune in. But they ended up asking him some hot questions, especially this happens a lot when it's on a live, and people that are subscribed that see all this, right, that tune into all these other platforms, and happen to know a little bit of the history of these dudes, right? Well, they're gonna ask, homie, and they did ask old boy if he knew that these dudes were no good, and he did start making excuses. For some weird reason, they were kind of focusing more on homie hangout, right? Which, I mean, I have made videos on the past and pretty much explained somewhat his situation, right, on how he's seen on the yarda and in prison. Of course, I'm gonna be straight up. If he would happen to get locked up, which I mean, I don't think he has that plan or scheduled anytime soon, right? And hopefully he never does. And I'll even knock on some wood just so that doesn't happen, right? But if he would happen to go back, right, let's be real, he would be labeled as a dropout. He will more than likely get hit just for certain associations. And you guys got to remember, man, when you do certain things on YouTube, no, or not just on YouTube, on social media, right, those things stay up forever and someone's gonna know, right? And let's be real, he has associated himself with some people that are questionable. I don't want to get into details with who, because I mean, some people really do get in their feelings, bro, so we don't want that, right? So of course he has associated himself with some basura, and of course that's what they were bringing up. Even though he may not be a dropout quite yet, right? Because I mean, he can actually fight that he's not a dropout, that he never got caught with none of that. But I guarantee you, though, if a norteño, don't get me wrong, there's a few that are so-called programming, but they're not really with that activity. When it comes to Pocho, I mean, I done explained about that for so many times. His town don't claim this dude, bro. His jefita has way more respect than this vato, and I do apologize for even bringing her up. But this dude, Pocho, happens to be a weirdo. He's looked at more as a cop, homie, to be real. He can portray himself on social media, which I mean, lately a lot of YouTubers have been doing that, bro. There's another dude from my town that has been doing that. He actually erased all his videos just to kind of show that he's on a full Norte push. Now, when it comes to that other dude, Mudville, if I'm not mistaken, man, I mean, I'm gonna go through my own videos, but I was sent a clip where he's actually talking about he's already been a dropout. He dropped out, and even though he talks a lot of smack about dropouts and just goes on a whole Norte push, right? That fool's not active, homie. If anything, that fool is questionable for some weird stuff. And the I seen the receipts, homie. I'll just say it like that. I seen the receipts where he's pretty much wanting to see some things on the late night, homie. So there's a lot of questionable things, man, that people can actually pay close attention to. And I guarantee you, man, Tres seen some of this stuff. I mean, it's only common sense. If he's tapping in to their lives, and how did that communication start, homie? You know what I'm saying? There had to be some way. So Tres is gonna get a lot of a backlash off this. It already kind of started on the thing, and I give it to Fool's community because, like, let's say that they did sign this dude, right? Hey, they can also get backlash for some of those actions. And I'm gonna be quite real. Tres did kind of answer it somewhat better than Güero. You know what I mean? But he did stumble and messed up on me at the same time. If you guys haven't seen the clips, I was gonna reload them on this, but I kind of figured you guys didn't really care, especially the ones that already seen it on Conejo's profiles. So if you guys do decide to want to see the clips and you don't want to tune in to Conejo's profiles, make sure to tune into Fool's community, or I'll actually post it on as a short or something for you guys. But you guys gotta let me know, man. But like I was saying, even though he did do better than Weddle when it came to how he answered, he still messed up, bro. He still messed up, especially because he contradict himself. So I apologize. A big word for your boy, right? He contradict himself when he ended up saying that he didn't know too much about him, and you were able to notice on LA Icon, man, when he was nodding his head like, "What the fuck? Did this fool just say that?" You know. So he did mess up on that. And I hope he doesn't get more backlash, but I kind of already know what's going to happen. And we're probably going to have to do a follow-up video. But what's going on with these YouTubers, man? Should they be telling people their status when they tap in? Let's be real, man, because there's always backlash. We've seen it with other platforms where they don't tell people their status and they portray to act a certain way, homie, where they're either in good standings or they just don't have no smut, homie. Because there's some real ones out there, man, that they don't really give two f's, sorry YouTube, about the politics, right? But when it comes to them telling and all that shit, that's the things that you kind of never look past, you know. So what do you guys think, man? Should people be telling their status, especially to some of these rappers? Because let's be real, their career can go to shit just by tuning in, dropping certain comments, or just associating like that. And like I said, he did have a full blown conversation. And I honestly don't think that anytime soon people are going to forget about it and they're going to continue to bring it up. So we'll see what happens, gente. Hopefully people learn from those mistakes and it doesn't happen. And for the content creators, man, don't get me wrong. I know there's a few of you guys that probably right now are like, Pinche Conejo, what the hell are you talking about, bro? You're not telling people your status. Well, I'm just gonna tell you this, homie. Go ask your big homie, and they'll let you know what's going on. Shit. They might tell you though, what are you doing tuning in over there? But hey, just a heads up. Just a heads up. But something that my subscribers do appreciate, man, from your boy Conejo is that I always keep it real, homie. Raw and uncut, G. And one thing about me is that, hey, you can try to expose, homie, but when you always been real with the subscribers from the gate, yeah, it's kind of hard. And I will react. So if you guys want to question the status, homie, make sure to make a video, homie, and let me know what you guys think. So with all that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to share it with others. Make sure to subscribe, hit that follow, hit that notification bell if you haven't yet, right? Just so that you don't miss out on any video that gets played out or when we go on the live, man. Because lately, your boy Conejo has been going a little bit hard on the paint, and I'm only gonna go harder, homie. So people's feelings might get hurt, and I always allow people to speak their mind on the live, G. So I'll never hold no one from that. So with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to do all that good stuff for the channel, which does help out, man, and I do appreciate. So with that being said, thank you guys once again for all the support. I'll catch you guys in the next one or on the live. We out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woohoo, what fuck squirt gun?
It's E.B.K. every all day to the day I die. It's E.B.K, E.B.K, E.B.K. It's E.B.K every day, all day.